A night in June. Question answer. Number A. How are the stars appearing in the sky? सितारे आसमान में किस तरह से निकल रहे थे? Stars are appearing in the sky by twos and threes. सितारे आसमान में दो दो और तीन तीन करके निकल रहे थे. The next question is, have the birds stopped their singing? क्या परिंदों ने चहचहाना बंद कर दिया था क्योंकि अभी मुकम्मल रात नहीं हुई थी, रात होने वाली थी. No, the little birds are singing. नहीं, छोटे परिंदे अभी भी गा रहे हैं. We also can answer it. The birds have not stopped singing. They are piping yet. Where are the little birds? Where are the little birds? The little birds are among the bushes and trees. What sound can be heard? Chirping of little birds, cuckoo's sovereign cry, rushing of wind, and gushing of water can all be heard. Number E. What fills the sky? Cuckoo's sovereign cry that fills the sky. Number F. Why do you think the stars appears in the sky were described in the poem? The sun has long been set and there is still light in the sky. So some stars are invisible and these stars are appear by twos or threes. It's not completely dark. There is still light in sky. Why do you think the poet calls the cuckoo's cry sovereign? Cuckoo's cry seems superior and unique and loud sound, so that's why poet calls it sovereign. Answer the question about this line from the poem. The little birds are piping yet. Number A. This sentence means the birds are little but they are piping. The birds are still piping even though it is late. The birds are piping but so on. The option is the birds are still piping even though it is late. This one is correct. Number B. Question B is, what time of day is it? It's the time of evening. Where are the birds piping? The birds are piping among bushes and trees. Question D. What kinds of birds are mentioned in the poem? Cuckoo and thrushes. Note down the rhyming words in the poem. Set, yet. Threes, trees. Bushes, thrushes, rushes, gushes. Cry, sky. Pattern. You have to search the rhyming word, make a pattern. Form a pattern of this rhyming word. We will find the rhyming words and give them name. Set. We'll give it a name A. Threes. We will see the last rhyming words. Set, yet. A. These are same. Set, yet. Trees, trees. B. Thrushes, rushes, gushes. It not matched with A and B, so we will give it name C. So this is different one. Cry, sky. We will give it name D. So the rhyming pattern is A B C D D. I wrote all the rhyming words like this on page. So now we are going to give them name. Set A. Threes, it's not matching, so we will give it name B. Yet it's matched with A. we'll give it name A. Trees, we will give the name thrushes. It not match with A, B, so we will give it name C. Rushes, same rhyming word C. Gushes, same rhyming word C. So cry, it's different from all of them, not matched with A, not matched with B, not matched with C. It is D. Its pattern name is D. So the pattern is A B A B C C C D D. The pattern of poem is A B A B C C C D D. Find the odd one out in each of the following lists. Number A, B, C, D. In all of them, we have to underline. We have to find the odd one, different one word. Set, met, tap, yet, get, threat, eat. It is odd one. It's different. It's number B. Freeze, ease, trees, freeze, peas, breeze. So the peace, it's peace. It's different one, odd one. Number C. Rushes, gushes, crushes, flushes, thrushes. So it's bushes. It's odd one. Number D. Die, sky, cry, fry, high, buy. It's neigh. Neigh mean घोड़े का हनहनाना. It's odd one. It's different. Working with words. Use these words in sentences of your own. Set, far off, among, gushes, hollow. I have done these sentences, but you have to done your own. Set. Set mean ठीक करना. I'll set my bookshelf. I'll set my bookshelf. मैं अपनी bookshelf को set करूँगी, सही करूँगी. Make a set of even numbers. Even number का एक set बना दें. Even number, जुफ्त numbers. Number B, far off. दूर, दूर दराज, बहुत दूर. My village is far off from Karachi. Between दो चीज़ों के दरमियान, among दो से ज़्यादा चीज़ों के दरमियान. Always sit among the good people. हमेशा अच्छे लोगों के दरमियान बैठें. There are so many birds among bushes and trees. Number D, gushes. Gushes mean पानी का बहना, उसकी आवाज़ या फिर पानी का बहना. The water gushes down. The water is gushing down from the waterfall. Waterfall mean आबशार. पानी आबशार से बह रहा था या निकल रहा था. Hollow. Hollow mean खाली, खोखला. We should not be hollow from inside. Use these words in oral sentences of your own. So, gush, spout, sprinkle, trickle, drip, pour, flood, surge, spurt, stream, flow, jet. So, I wrote the meanings of these words over here for you. So, let's know. Gush, झोंका या फिर बहना, पानी का बहना या झोंका, हवा का झोंका. स्पाउट, पानी का उछलकर या फूटकर बहना या निकलना. स्प्रिंकल, स्प्रिंकल मीन किसी चीज़ का छिड़कना, छिड़काव करना. ट्रिकल, टपकना, पानी का टिप टिप होना या टपकना. ड्रिप, रिसना, जिस तरह से खून रिसता है, या फिर एक एक बूंद करके पानी निकलना या फिर रिसना. पोर, पोर मीन अंडेलना, एक बर्तन से कोई भी लिक्विड चीज़ दूसरे बर्तन में पोर करना या फिर कहीं भी उसको अंडेलना, डाल देना. फ्लड, सैलाब. सर्च, इजाफा या फिर पानी का लेवल बढ़ जाना, पानी के लेवल में इजाफा हो जाना। स्पर्ट तेज उछलना, फूटना। शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम एकदम स्पर्ट से उछलकर पानी का बाहर आना, फव्वारे की तरह पानी का निकलना। स्ट्रीम नदी, स्ट्रीम का मतलब होता है बहना और स्ट्रीम का मतलब होता है नदी। इट्स यूज फॉर एज नाउन एंड एज वर्ब आल्सो। फ्लो बहना, फ्लो बहना, बहाव। जेट, जेट नल, 20 फवारा। गश, a gush of air touched my face, हवा के एक झोंके ने मेरे फेस को टच किया। गश, the water is gushing into the streams, पानी नदी में बह रहा है। स्पाउट, पानी का उछलकर या फूटकर निकलना। The water is spouting from the fountain, वाटर फाउंटेन से निकल रहा है। स्प्रिंकल, छिड़कना। I sprinkled salt on my food. ट्रिकल, टिपकना, trickle टपकना। The water is trickling from the kitchen tap. Drip, the water is dripping from the faucet. Faucet कहते हैं नल को। Pour, pour the sauce over the pasta. Pour the sauce over the pasta. Flood, flood destroyed the whole city. Surge, a sudden surge in water caused flooding in surrounding areas. Surge mean पानी का लेवल बढ़ जाना, इजाफा। Spurt, a great spurt of water came out of the fountain. Spurt, a great spurt of blood came out of the wound. A great spurt of blood came out of wound. Wound means जख्म, जख्म से खून निकला। Stream, the water is streaming in the streams. Streaming mean बह रहा है, streams. It is used here as a verb and it is used here as a noun. The water is streaming in the streams. पानी नदियों में बह रहा है। The water flow is very less or slow in the canal. नहर में पानी का बहाव बहुत कम है या थोड़ा है। Jet, she turned on the hose and a jet of water sprayed across the garden. Jet mean पानी का फवारा, पानी का फूटकर निकलना, जिस तरह से फवारे से। Telling the time. In many parts of the world, especially at airports and stations, people use 24-hour clock. For example, when we say 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., the letters a.m. shows that it is in the morning and the letter p.m. tells us that it's after midday. It's after midday. In the 24-hour clock, we do not stop at midway and go back to 1 o'clock, but we go on to 13, 14, and so on. In 12 hours, we tell AM and PM. In 24 hours, we count the time after 12 AM. It's 12 after 12. It's not 1. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. In night, it's 24. So, in 12 hours, it's in morning, it's called AM, and in evening, it's called PM. So, on the clock, we can see there are two hands on the clock. One is big hand and is small hand. Small hand shows hours and the big hand shows minutes. In case of 12 hours, we will call it 7 a.m. in morning, 7 p.m. in evening. But in case of 24 hours, it's 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm 24 hours, so after 12 we will count 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. It's 19 hours. So In 12 hours, it's 7 a.m., 7 p.m. In 24 hours, we will say it's 19 o'clock. Write the time using a 24-hour clock. Number A, 3 p.m. It's we have to use 24-hour clocks. It's 3 p.m. So till here it's 12, 13, 14, 15. We will say 15 hours. 6 a.m. Obviously it's 6 hours. In 24 hours we will say it's 6 hours because it's a.m. It's only 6 hours. 4 p.m. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 hours. 7:30 p.m. So let's see. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30 hours. 19 hours, and it's also 30, 19, 30 hours. 5 p.m. it's 17 hours. 10 p.m. 22 hours. Write the time using AM and PM. It's about 12 hours clock. 12 hours, it's 12 a.m. If there will be 24 hours, so it's 12 p.m. 22:30 hours. 22:30 hours. So it's 10:30 p.m. 9 hours. It's 9 a.m. It's only 9 hours. It's 9 a.m. 16:45 hours. 16:45 hours. So 16:4 4 p.m. and 45 4:45 p.m. Learning about language. Punctuation. Can you write out a paragraph on page 12 clearly? Separate the words and put a full stop at the end of each sentence. There is a paragraph, there is no question mark, there is no space in it, there is no full stop, and there are no punctuations. We have to write it in a paragraph, without separation, without space. It's very difficult to read. So here I wrote this paragraph. A long time ago, people wrote without putting any breaks between words. Full stop. This made reading very difficult. You can see what I mean from this example. It is better to separate the words and sentences. So in reading, it's very easy to read the passage using yet. Yet another example. Read the following sentences. They still have not arrived. They still have not arrived. We can use yet instead of still here. We have to remove still and we will use yet. They have not arrived yet. वो अभी तक नहीं आए. They still have not arrived. वो अभी तक नहीं आए. They have not arrived yet. So here are some sentences we have to use. Add yet over here. Number A. The man has still not finished the work. We will write it. The man has not finished the work yet. Faiza has not told her parents yet. Munir has not Munir has not left the hospital yet. The children have not eaten their lunch yet. The postman has not brought the letters yet. We also can write it by using yet in center. The man has not yet finished the work. So we can use yet before verb. Faiza has not yet told her parents. Munir has not yet left the hospital. The children have not yet eaten their lunch. The postman has not yet brought the letters. Verbs. Verbs. Underline the verbs in the following. Number A. Once upon a time there was a man who lived in a village. There are two kinds of verbs, helping verb and the main verb. We can also say it auxiliary verbs. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in a village. Was lived. Number B. One day in the forest, he was chopping down a tree for his fire. He felt very hungry in the afternoon and wanted some food. Felt wanted. Suddenly he saw a black cloud coming towards him. Saw. Heavy rain poured down. Heavy rain poured down, and the man took shelter under the tree. Poured, took. Then he noticed the fruit in the tree and ate some. Noticed, ate. When the rain stopped, he picked up his axe and went home. Stopped, picked, went. These are verbs over here. So here are some tongue twisters. Also here on this page, and there is composition. Look at these trees. Look at these three birds and talk about them. Use the words in the box and the questions below. We have to use these words, and the questions are these: eagle, peacock, pigeon. Where have you seen this bird? If we will select which bird we will select over here, the question is about that bird. For example, there is eagle, there is pigeon or peacock. Where have you seen these birds? Where do they live? Describe what they look like. So, what do they eat? What do they drink? What do they need to survive? What noises do they make? So, where have you seen these birds? I have seen these birds in zoo. Where do they live? They live in jungle. About eagle, it lives on the mountain, on the top of the mountains.